Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes of all teenagers, welcome. We're running a few minutes behind today. It's been a very, very busy day on my end, but we will jump right into the gameplay here momentarily. All right, let me go ahead and reload that. Awesome. Good to see everybody. Hello, Al. Nice to have you here. I'm just sending out notifications. Very long day. Just got back from a workout and have not had time to do anything. I am starving. I am starving. But that's gonna have to wait. That's gonna have to wait until after the stream. So let's finish with the notifications here and get going. We are now 207 subscribers, which is wild to think. 207 subscribers over here on the VODs channel, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't there's all I can say to that is thank you guys for those of you who have been watching on the VODs channel. Let's see here. We should be close to pretty good. Let me make sure. All right, it is episode 64, not 63. Why did I... Or rather, 64, not 65. There we go. There we go. All right, let's jump on into the game. Let's get that taken care of. Yeah, I'm good. I can wait until the stream's done to eat. It is not the worst thing in the world. All right. Well, today we're building the Jamaica Plains TV station, JPTV, which will be pretty interesting. I've got a few different ideas of things I'd like to do, but I have no idea what this is going to end up looking like, at least in its entirety. Yeah, I'm not sure in its entirety what it's going to look like. I know we're going to need a floor dedicated to probably just offices and stuff like that. We're gonna need a conference room. We're gonna need several sets to film things on. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know what we're gonna come up with, or if this is gonna take more than one episode. It might. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. It's a large space that we're modifying here, but I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. All right. We are loading into the game here. Are we in? There we go. And all right, jump into the build menu now that we're in. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give until the end of the week to go ahead and collect more names for the radio station. I have it written down, the names that you suggested earlier, Al. I do have those, but like I said yesterday, I'd like to give our VOD viewers a chance to come up with names themselves. So those of you watching on the VOD, if you haven't already, go ahead and suggest a name for the radio station here in Jamaica Plains. Leave a comment below this VOD and also let me know what you would name the NPCs that run the place. All right, well, this is the room that we've got right here. I'm going to be taking this big section. I'm really glad we found that radio tower. Just to make sure I remember where everything is. Homemaker, structures, miscellaneous. No, not miscellaneous. Homemaker, structures. Where is it? There we go. Large prefabs. And wonderful. The radio tower. All right, cool. Well, I'm not going to need to come into the structures menu later, that's for sure. Awesome. And then here in electronics, I believe, is where the equipment was. The video cameras. Yeah, there we go. All right, awesome. Got you lined up. We'll come back to those later. Yeah, whatever we end up doing, however many floors we end up with here for the TV station, we are definitely going to need a we're definitely going to need a lobby. So let's go ahead and work on that lobby space first. Why not? In fact, I'm fairly certain I know exactly where we're gonna put it. Yeah. Let's go with classic. Let's see, all the buildings around we've got a little bit of each color. So now I just get to decide which one I would prefer to build a larger structure out of. Yeah, we might as well go with theme 1. Why not? All right, we'll need you. And we will need you. Yes. All right, so for the front doors here, we're going to go these 2 half pieces, and in the center, we're going to go a set of double doors. We'll come back and actually place the double doors later, but we need that. Now, the one thing that will be interesting is, other than the office spaces, there's not going to be a lot of windows on this building. When you are filming something, you want to try and control as much of the light as possible. So most of it's going to be artificial light placement. I'm sure there's something we can do to make it look interesting, but most of the place, outside of the lobby and the offices, will not have windows. So I guess in that way, it's a lot like the public occurrences building, actually. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. There will definitely be smoking in the lobby. 100%. 100%. Of course there will be. It's the future of the 1950s. There has to be. It's a core aspect of the identity of people from the 1950s. All right, now this wall, we just know is not going to have any windows on it, so we don't have to be too concerned with that. Wonderful. Now I am going to make a split down this center part here. The reason why we'll get to in a moment. But we do need the split. I'm sure using a warehouse structure would be kind of thematic for this, because lots of studio spaces are just large warehouse buildings that have decorated interiors, at least here in the real world. But nah, I like this a bit more. Just a bit more. All right. So that is going to be one of the door. In fact, the only doorway into the warehouse space, other than there will be a big garage door because this warehouse space is going to be part of the studio system. I'll have a set of stairs that go up to the second floor and all that stuff, but we need a way for lots of big things to be wheeled into the studios without going through the lobby. So it's a bit of a big deal. And as such, where is it? Garage. Theme 1 and you. Wonderful. I probably could have gone with the yeah, I could have gone with these walls as part of these studio walls, couldn't I? You know, why not? Why not? We're going to be doing a lot of interior decoration to these anyway, and if we need to replace something, we can replace it. But yeah, it's the studio setup anyway. It doesn't need to be perfectly plastered. We're going to be using lots of wallpapers. Alright. I guess I could also have the garage be there, and then have... Well, no, I couldn't have the stairs go up that way. They'd block the door. So, never mind. I'll figure something else out for the stairs. Not bad at all. For the floor, though, we're definitely going to replace the floor, aren't we? At least we're going to tile over the floor. So let's go ahead and tile over the floor with... I don't necessarily want... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Awesome. Yeah. So this, so in in the studio space, this first floor, which is the warehouse level, this will just be the essentially the studio storage. Second floor and up will be the actual studios. Well, second floor will be the actual film recording studios themselves. We're just gonna have a lot of stored items down here. Before we get too far into that, we've got a lobby to design, and part of that is going to include bathrooms. We need some bathrooms here on the first floor. Or at least a bathroom here on the first floor. Yes. So let's go ahead and switch around a couple things here with the floors. And the walls. All right. All right. Good. Good. That way we can put a narrow bathroom on the first floor. It won't get in the way of the other things we're doing. Hopefully. All right. All right. Now we'll go ahead and tile the interior of the bathroom. I'm gonna set up all the wallpapers and everything for the lobby before I go ahead and just hyper focus in on the bathroom here. But I do want to get the wallpapers out of the way. The wallpapers and the tile. Because those are the most annoying parts. I'm probably gonna have to move the door, aren't I? Mm-hmm. All right. Now we'll go ahead and put in the tile. Oh, come on. All right, wonderful for that. Now we've got... Yeah, no, we've got the rest of the lobby to handle, and we'll go from there. Okay. For the rest of the lobby, how do I want to handle this? Well, we're going to need stairs to the second floor. We're definitely going to need stairs to the second floor from the lobby space here. So let's go for that. Come on. I'm gonna try to use the deco stairs because I do like the aesthetic of the deco stairs. But if I were to place you down, yeah, I was worried that was gonna be the case. Okay, well, what if I placed you like this? Well, the gap there is too narrow. Right then, okay. Well, that's no fun. That's no fun. Yeah, the reason that this worked for public occurrences is because the building is a very wide building in comparison to the most of the things we build. I think it's, what, 3? Yeah, 3 units wide. Or rather, 3 sections wide instead of instead of 2, like the rest of these buildings. Hmm. Well, we need some more stuff here in the lobby. For the stairs. Oh, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Come on, over the floors, please. All right. Over here, we'll put the stairs up to the 2nd floor. That'll give us the rest of this space for the main lobby. All right, that works. That works a lot better. That works a lot better. And the section into the why am I blanking? Into the warehouse has a full block for it instead of a half block. Yeah, okay. Well, that works better. Not perfectly, but certainly better. We want some stairs, which we should be able to put ahead of time, I think. If we're placing them from down here, shouldn't be a terrible problem. Yeah? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's about as on point as I'm going to be able to get with those. I'll just make sure not to place the wall sections closest to that first. I'll place the other ones down. Right, and then with this, what will I do when I'm done with this settlement? Well, I'm going to probably take a day to make the settlement tour video. I've got a lot of the script finished. I need to record the audio for that, but I'm also going to need to collect a lot of footage, rework some of the audio depending on what I can collect, edit all of that together, render it, all that kind of stuff. That'll probably take a day. And then after that video is up, we'll have 2 days of playing a different game, so that I have a little bit of decompression from this, and then we'll get back to it. All right, so the doors are going to be swinging. They should swing outwards. The doors should swing outwards. Makes the most sense. You pull the door open, you walk in, and it closes. So for the lobby, we'll have reception right here. We'll have the actual waiting section over here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's doable. Let's go ahead and work on those wallpapers like I said we would. Actually, we're going to need the window wallpapers for the other side first, aren't we? No, what we want are some of the DLC ones. It's a TV station. It should be fancy. It really should be. We'll go with... I think the blue brings out a nice color. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the color that the blue brings out quite a bit. We aren't going to have too much room for wallpaper trims, at least down here in the lobby. You know, we've got this little guy over here. I guess I could split that section up Don't really want to, but I could. I'm not going to. I'm not going to split that section up. That wouldn't be worth a whole lot of my time. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to worry about wallpaper trims. Not for this build. I know that's very out of character for me. But I'd rather not. I'd rather not worry about wallpaper trims for the lobby here. Yeah, it's just a little much. Just a little much. What was that? Oh. Email notification. And not even a good one. We're going to remove that cap. We're going to place the blue cap instead, just so that it at least mostly blends. Well, it's better than the white. It's a little bit better than the white there. Alright, so reception's going to be here. The waiting area is going to be over here. Got the doors into the warehouse. A staircase up to the studio space, and then the third floor will be the offices. You don't want too big of a separation between the warehouse, the studio warehouse, and the actual studio, the studios themselves. Yeah, it just causes issues. Becomes a little bit of a hazard trying to move things from one place to the other. Okay, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well here. Awesome. Okay, we're only half an hour in. That is better than I expected. It's better than I expected. When I really get focused on this game, time dilates and I really have no idea of how to keep track of it. All right. Works for the stairs. I don't know. I feel like it should have nicer stairs than that, you know? Should have nicer stairs. It feels that way. Oh man, the rotary stairs would be nice. That would be cool, but I don't have the room for any of these. Yeah, that would break the aesthetic. I'm not gonna... the brick aesthetic works for the area. I'm not gonna break the brick aesthetic that we've got going on here. It's too ubiquitous at this point. It would not be worth breaking. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, what else is going to go on down here in the lobby space? Ugh. I mean, we can kind of, yeah, the lobby doesn't need to be anything super complex. It can be an open floor plan. It's a very 60s thing. Very 60s thing. The early modernist architecture movement basically started around this time. You can thank people like Frank Lloyd Wright for that. Actually, as part of my architecture program in my freshman year, I visited one of the famous Frank Lloyd Wright houses. It's cool. It's cool. It's not something I would live in, but it was cool to see at the very least. Too much carpet. Too much carpet for me. Granted, I live somewhere that is mostly carpeted floors, but yeah, too much carpet. The carpet was very, well, probably because of the age of the carpet, but it was rather dense carpet too, not too comfortable. What am I doing in furniture? No, we want decorations, miscellaneous bathroom. All right. Oh, more Enclave towers. Nice. Nice. Good job. Good job. I'm sure they turned out really nice. All right, and then we'll drop you by... All right. Wonderful. Awesome. Yeah, we don't need any newspaper rack. This is not a residential building. Okay. Okay, what types of shows would be shot in the studio? That's a very good question. I imagine mostly news-related stuff. But I'm gonna have a variety of studios that are kind of just open. You know? Yeah, that is a very good question. Other than a news studio, I don't have any particulars. Nothing of the sort. But I imagine a few, you know, there would a bunch of public access stuff. If you've ever watched public access television or been to a public access TV studio, back in California, I filmed a school project at a public access studio. It was fun. But yeah, most you know, it would all be local stuff. Any advertisements that would go up would be for, hey, go, you know, this person or this business or whatever. And then yeah, I could imagine. Actually, no, that's a good. Let's see. If we're designing sets here, one of the sets would be a kitchen set, so that we can have, like, you know, a cooking show. Definitely a news broadcaster's set. Actually, besides those two, man, that's really difficult. You guys, you know, go ahead and come up with some ideas if you're up for it. Yeah. Yeah, collage and set pieces stuff would pretty much be a large portion of what's going in here. You know, cameras, costumes, mannequins, all that kind of stuff. All right. Yeah, the bathroom's good. Yeah, I'm not missing anything from the bathroom. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the roof or ceiling on and get the light in and close the door on it. Let's get the bathroom out of the way. I will say, it will be nice to be done with this settlement so that I have significantly fewer visual problems with the next one. It'll be very nice not to have as many visual glitches. There it is. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the reception desk taken care of. So furniture, counters, wood. That way we can snap things to it. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. Actually, yeah, I could put all of the assets I never use for set pieces. I definitely could. I definitely could. Alright, how much? Ooh, yeah, we don't need that much space back there. Hmm. There we go. It's very laggy looking northwards right now. Very laggy looking northwards. Yeah, that's all good. I don't need any side section over there. I'll have the seat here. I'll have the check-in and go from there. Okay, cool. Furniture. Typing scaver. All right, we're gonna have a lot of random set chairs here, but not at least not on this floor. No, I want Homemaker, Power, Miscellaneous. Awesome. And then we'll put, ooh, yeah, we've got room for a filing cabinet or two right there in the corner. That's nicer. That's a lot nicer, actually. Very helpful. All right, furniture, containers, office. All right, we want to back these up a little bit, probably. That's better. All right, cool. All the way back over. OC Decorator, I want to get this reception desk taken care of really badly. We'll go there. Boom. That's what you want. You want your ashtray right in, right in the line of sight of a desk fan. That's got to do wonders for your lungs, you know. And then over here, we'll go OC Decorator, Chemistry and Medical, Miscellaneous. We need one of these guys, the clipboards. And then we go back. Personal effects, note. All right, office and lounge, office goodies. Grab that pen. All right, great. And then what else do I need over here? That should be good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I think I know what I'm going to use this corner for. I think I'm going to put the coffee machine over here, and then we'll have the water cooler there. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't want it blocking the actual door, and it can't block the stairs. We've already got enough going with the stairs. So under the stairs would work. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll put those now. Get those out of the way. All right. Oh, yeah, we need one other thing here from Homemaker. We need decorations, miscellaneous, interior, and we need... Well, we need a couple things, actually. We need one of you. All right, awesome. That way I can put coffee cups over on this side. But then we need a file tray right up here. And we need the water cooler. There we go. All right, let's put all the coffee cups. That way I don't have to place any more of them on this floor. Yeah, this is more than likely going to be a 2-day build at this point. More than likely. A 2-day build. Does the water cooler work? I mean, no. It's a static object. It's an OC decorator, so it's going to be a static object. Nice. All right, great. We got that. We'll go on for the actual waiting area. Finally. For this, what I'm gonna do Seats, mods. I'm going to use a modular couch from the renovated furniture mod. A sectional, I believe it is. There we go. I like the blue. We'll go with the blue. Now, come on, where's the blue double section? Seriously? We only have the blue singles? Alright, fine. Nice. Yeah, I really like that. That is such a high definition couch. Oh man. Visually, this couch is absurd. Alright, we can also move it back some. Maybe now I can put in that last little section. Let's try. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Alright, cool. Cool. I really do like that couch. For a table, maybe try a glass table. Do they have any glass tables? They probably don't have any glass tables. No, they don't. But we will use something from this tab. It's a TV studio. It's supposed to be a little fancier. A bit. We'll go with you. Alright, that'll do. On the table, we'll go ahead and put a flower pot. Or a vase with some flowers. Yeah. There we go. We'll also go ahead for a couple of ashtrays. And some newspaper copies to read. Awesome. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're good for that section. Wonderful. I'm actually really happy. It's a very open space, so it feels like there should be more decoration in here than there is, but we're doing just fine. We are doing just fine. You know what? I will do one other thing. I will put a radio in here. I know it's a TV station, but I'll put a radio in here. Electronics, radios. We'll place you there. I think that's good. We'll work on the wall stuff now. We'll have a couple of abstract paintings and a clock. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and work on that warehouse space. Get the warehouse stuff taken care of so that we can go from there. We can work from there for the for all the studio stuff. But yeah, if we get the warehouse taken care of, I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. If this does end up becoming a 2-day build, we are an hour in. We're making pretty good time, all things considered. I'm kind of really zoned in on this, aren't I? Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's go for the warehouse. So, we got a few things here. We're going to need miscellaneous crates and barrels. Definitely put in a few wood crates and wood barrels. Oh, look at... oh, beautiful. Combined clutter pieces that gives me less work to do? Are you kidding? Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my... well, I mean, I know where. You've been in the miscellaneous crates and barrels wood section. But man, nice to finally have these. All right. Oh, they've definitely got a Mr. Handy somewhere around here. Absolutely. They've got to have a Mr. Handy stashed somewhere. Maybe a couple. Alright, we got those. We've got... Let's see. I'm gonna need a few other things here, aren't I? No, nothing from this section, that's for sure. We're gonna go decorations, display, armor racks. There we go. I need some mannequins. Oh man, you know what this reminds me of? The that one episode of Doctor Who. I think it was just called Rose, even. It was the intro for New Who back in 2005. It was the first episode. Great stuff. Great stuff. Creepy mannequin people, but great stuff. Alright, now let's get them actually moved closer together. Awesome. What else will I put down here? The crates are really carrying a lot of weight here with, oh yeah, we just pack up most of the stuff and put it away. It's doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, so let's try and find something interesting to place. No, I don't want to put those in there. That might be a little too mean. little too mean, little too odd as well. Okay, so if we go back to Homemaker Decorations Electronics, we've got a few cameras we need to place in here. Keep some of these guys stored. Oh man, you'd think they'd be easier to store because I can I should be able to place them together here. All right, there we go. That takes up less space. Got 3 spare cameras. I'll, let's see, what else can I put in here? Interesting that that's the... Oh, it's because you actually have something on you, of course. Of course that's why. All right, well, we'll have a couple of spare TVs down here as well. Oh, we definitely need to put some security cameras up as a safety precaution. Wonderful. No. If it was a broken monitor bank, I'd place it down here, but it's not. It's a fully functional one. Oh well. Not the end of the world. How about we go back to the camera so that I don't forget where it's placed. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm limited on how much space I can take up here with the warehouse, because the garage door, you still need to be able to move large objects in and out of here. Ooh. Yes, of course. We need a couple flatbed carts and to move things around. Also take a couple of dollies, which mean a different thing when it comes to filmmaking, but that's fine. We can use them here too. And then I'll grab a couple of ladders. And not make the joke. We'll also go ahead and have a lot of this stuff down here, so that it's like, hey, we're using this location to film. Please step back. As much as I'd like to, we have no reason to use the undamaged construction barriers, realistically. And the traffic cones. I do like the little touch of, yeah, there's no undamaged traffic cone. Traffic cones are traffic cones. Why would you need an undamaged version of that? All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, I think that works. Again, the wooden crates are really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here for all the different kinds of objects that you would find stored inside of a studio set or a studio warehouse. It does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. But that's good. We kind of need it to. Okay, so for the back wall here, we're going to need a wallpaper. Are we doing an hour and a half? Yeah, this is definitely a 2-day build. But we're going. We're moving. We'll see how I'm feeling towards the end of this, and I might just make it one extra long episode. I'm definitely still hungry, but I'm at the point where I'm so hungry that I'm not hungry anymore. You guys know the feeling. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, that's where I am right now. So by the time we're done here, I might be perfectly fine to just keep going until we finish this build. And I'm not going to stop to order something while I'm streaming. All right, nice. Okay, you know what? For the second floor, yeah, we've already got the light taken care of there, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna make sure that all of the floor pieces are just your standard wood pieces. I'm gonna do my best to minimize the amount of maneuvering we need to make with all these all these pieces. We're mostly gonna be utilizing the big boy. And we'll just continue with this. No. We're gonna need to go like this. That's right, because it's the stairs. All right, awesome. Amazing. All right, set game hour to 10. Force weather 000 2B52A. All right, we're gonna need lights. Ooh, lots of screen tearing now, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of screen tearing. I'm gonna not look in that direction because it's gonna cause us bigger problems. You love to see it, don't you? Everyone's favorite. All right, yep, that's plenty for the lobby. And we'll do the same in here. We want good airflow to make sure that all of these pieces do not get damaged by mold or anything of the sort. And while we cannot have windows in here because that would be a liability, can make sure we've got a ceiling fan. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's go back into the shell kit, garage, miscellaneous. There we go. Nice big garage door. And speaking of doors, wonderful. I'm probably going to want this the other way around, right? All right, wonderful. All right, good. Good, but now the doors need to be rotated again. All right, cool. Yeah, the doors swing out, and those ones swing in. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, for the second floor here, here's what we're going to do. Here's how this is going to work. We are going to make sure to take this section here. We're going to turn that into its own room, the stairwell we're going to have. That way we can separate that from the main spaces. There's not a whole lot of noise pollution between the studios, the lobby, and the offices. And also, it creates a nice little break in between the spaces. So let's go ahead and do that. Our entrance into the stairwell will be on this piece here. So, well, first, let's go ahead and put the actual walls up. Shell kit. Shared wall parts, theme 1, and we just want a bunch of this guy. Just a ton of you. All right, awesome. Now that we've got all of those up and it's just a nice blank canvas for us to work with, let's go ahead and head on over here. Interior clean. Place you and you. Go with that in the center. You might think, wow, that is a lot of space. Why can't you just put an entrance and an exit at the doorways? You're right, I probably could. That would definitely save us some amount of space here. But thinking about the shows that we have, we've only got a few. We've only got a few. So there's not a whole lot that we need to do with it, but you know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and change that around then. And we'll definitely need you. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and put in our ledges. All right. Yeah, that is better. That is better. I like the idea of just having the one doorway for the stairwell, but that does work a lot better for us. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. Yo, Al, you finished your homework for the day. I wish I saw this message sooner. Congrats, man. Congrats. That's awesome. That is awesome. I certainly haven't finished any homework today. So you're doing better than me. Although, we don't... Yeah. American schools, we have summers. And that just means that we don't actually do any education over the summers. Which isn't a great thing, really. But seriously, man, congrats. That's awesome. Ah, yes, of course. Of course. How could I forget? How could I forget? Southern Hemisphere. Yes, you guys would be in the middle of your school year. Okay, well that makes perfect sense. Awesome. Yeah, we got stairs to the 3rd floor taken care of. I'll make sure to put the ledges on as I need to. But for now, we've got just about half of the stream taken care of here. I will have to just put that piece in after we figure out what we're doing with all this stuff over here. Okay, so the sets will have to be built from that section over to there, and we'll need to create a little bit of a divide just for the stairs, but this still does give us more room to work with than we previously had. All right. Yeah, we will use the half walls to create a little bit, or not half walls, the interior walls to create a little bit of a divide here. Actually, yeah, we'll go like that. Okay, cool. So the first two studios I got to work on, because the two that I named that I know I want to place here are the news studio and the kitchen studio for like cooking programs and stuff. Supposed to be on mid-year holidays, but university's going on strike. I could only imagine how terribly that would work out here. That would probably be horrendous out here in the US. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds really... That sounds like it sucks, man. Okay, for the kitchen set, I need to make sure that I know the size of the main kitchen piece that we're using here. That would be furniture, miscellaneous. All right. Going with you. We'll get to that in just a second. We know we're placing it down. I'm gonna change out the floors first. Talking winter, you miss home. It's 44 Fahrenheit there, but 68 Fahrenheit where you're at. Yeah, I do like the colder weather. That's part of why I'm happy I'm in the Midwest. We don't get super cold weather in Cali. That sounds like a crazy thing to say that I enjoy cold weather, but I do. It's nice. And cold weather's very, very nice. You can always put on more layers of clothing. You can only take off so many layers of clothing. I'd rather live in a colder environment than a super, super hot environment. Legally speaking, you can only take off so many layers of clothing. Yeah, I imagine you're not a fan of Imperial units, but I mean, I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't care. America. It's not the metric system that got us to the moon. If you believe we went to the moon, and I'm not opening that can of worms right now. Yeah, you can't take your skin off when it's 100 outside. That's true. You're eating how many peaches right now? Also, that reminds me, I need to I need to get more fruit. I need to get more fruit. It's the perfect time of the year for it. Some peaches and nectarines. Oh, man, sounds delicious right now. Oh, damn. Damn. The USSR did a lot of things faster than we did in space, I'll give them that. But we got to the moon first, and realistically, that's the only thing that counts. Why? Because the USSR is not around anymore. Actually move you later. Here we go. Great line of sight on the actual stove. Now this, the camera placement is where I'm worried about getting a little too granular in all this, because I could get unnecessarily granular with, if there's anything I could get granular with, it would be the camera setup for things. That would absolutely be it. Okay, we've got wallpapers to place, so I'm not going to get too crazy, and I'm not going to actually put things in the kitchen. It's a set piece. The things don't need to be actively used all of the time there. Yeah, I don't have the time to be unnecessarily granular with these cameras. Really don't have the time. And do I need to? Not really. I don't need to be unnecessarily granular with them. This is, you know, it's the idea of the thing. It's not the full practice of the thing. Now, I will go ahead and place the I'll place you there as well, but I'm not going to put any backsplashes because these are not, again, these are set piece kitchens. These are not daily use kitchens. The backsplash is very useful if you're going to be cooking all of the time every single day, and you don't have money to replace everything all the time when you need to. But this is a TV station. Okay, and then back behind the cameras, we will have a couple things. We're going to go ahead and we'll place a TV. Why would we place a TV? So that we know what it looks like as it comes through the Actually, no, instead of a TV, hold on. Instead of a TV, Homemaker, Decorations, Electronics, we will use the monitor bank. Yeah, there we go. All the different camera angles and everything. Yeah, probably too many screens for this, but that's what it is. That's what it is. We'll also go ahead and get a chair. Because, you know, every director's got a chair. At least that's the stereotype. So why not lean into it? It is Fallout. They made their money off of leaning into American stereotypes. Now, they don't have the director's chair, so I can't use a director's chair, but I can go ahead and use... Yeah, that's interesting, the stadium chair. I like that. That kind of fits well. For the space, we'll go ahead and place you in the back over there. Right there, actually. And then underneath the monitor bank... So I'll raise you up, and I'll make sure you're not poking through... Yeah, you're poking through the back. Okay. Alright, well, underneath the monitor bank, I'm going to place the audio engineering desk. Yeah, the mixing table. Awesome. All right, nice. Yeah, so the way that that multicam setups work for any studio work is that while one camera is while one camera is focused, the other one will be moved to whatever the location it needs to be. If the camera needs to be moved at all, it will be moved, and then, you know, wait a few seconds, and then you make the switch to make sure that the camera has had time to focus. And that the shot is a stable shot, not a shaky shot. That's for studio work, though. You know, if you're going for a single cam setup, well, no, sitcoms are multicam. Sitcoms are multicam. If you're going for a documentary style or mockumentary style production, having a little bit of shake in your camera is kind of what's expected. But for everything else, it's expected that you have stable, smooth shots. So whenever you're working multicam, you make sure that the camera that you're not if you know, two or more cameras, the cameras you're not focused on are moving into the position they need to be while they're not being focused. It's probably common information. I just felt the need to say it because this is my jam. You know what? Here's what we'll do instead. Here's what we'll do instead for these wall pieces. I know I'm going back and forth on all these different decisions for these pieces here. But it's fine. It is a work in progress. It's a studio. Here's what I will do. For all these sections back here, and you might be thinking, what are you doing? Gonna put the half pieces instead. That way, if we need to snap any walls to them, we should have no trouble doing so. Hopefully we don't have to replace the floors as well, because I won't be replacing the floors if I can help it. But we'll go like that. And that way we can make our several extra little sets this way. Two, 4, 6, 7. Right then. Right then, we've got 7 sections remaining. Alright, we'll put one there. Then we'll do a bunch of 2s. There we go. Got our own little sections. And then with the camera placement for these, it will just be single cam. Will be single cam for any of these sets. We should be able to do that. No, I wouldn't want to do that. Instead, we'll go ahead and go like that for you. And we'll go like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that better. I like that much better. Back over here, we'll turn this into the news desk. Yeah, that'll work. For the backdrop, oh, you know what? Actually, having a window might work well for this set. Yeah. Yeah, for the news desk set, having a window in the back probably would look pretty good. I could also put, the monitor setup back there if I wanted to do that. When I think a newsroom, like a broadcast television newsroom, I tend to think of either they have footage of a real place in the background, or they have footage or a window into a real location, whether it's their research room or the public or whatever it happens to be. That tends to be what I think of, at least here in the United States. That's what I'm trying to replicate with the with the set for the newsroom here, which means what would be the best way to go about this? Oh, you know what? Ooh, that would be quite interesting. That would be quite interesting. Here's what we'll do. Let me show you something wild that we're gonna do here. Something absolutely absurd that I wouldn't have thought about if I hadn't done this yesterday. This would not have come to mind. First, we're going to grab one of you. And then, I'm sure you guys can see where this is going. I'm going to grab a piece of glass, one of the full pieces of glass. We'll go for you. Nice and clean. Oh man, even cleaner? Well, no, it's got a bit of an interesting blue tint to it. Yeah, we'll go with you. All right, let's go ahead and get the angle. Okay, well, that is at the right axis. Awesome. Very nice. And then we'll keep both of you up there just for a second. Shell kit shared. We want the half. Come on. You can. There we go. And we drop you in. And if we go like that, how does that look down here? Does that cause us any issues down here? Hopefully not. Let's check it out from the inside. It causes us no issues. Wonderful. Wonderful. Might cause us some issues if we try and put a wallpaper on it, but other than that, we're good for now. Amazing. I love it. Oh, man. Man, I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, I'm probably going to use that on a bunch of other things from now on, now that I know it's a thing I can do. Oh, man, that just added so much work for me to do. Are you kidding me? That just created so much more work. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and design the news desk here. Part of me really wants to use this, but the other more sensible part of me says, well, that doesn't look good enough for the zone. So how about we go for ooh. Yeah, how about we go for one of these guys here? We'll go for you. And we'll just build something around this. That will do the job. All right. To cover up that front part, what do I want to place there? Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. That might be interesting. That might be interesting. Decorations, miscellaneous. Interior. Hold on. Maybe I'm going crazy, but let me see if this would be even close to interesting here. If I can look in a direction that will let me press left faster. Come on. I am like spamming the left button and it's not doing anything. It's moving extremely slowly. There we go. What would happen? You know, just what if? What if? Let's try this. Let's see what could be done here. This is definitely insane, but I'm interested. Okay, 1.5 is not the scale we want. Yeah, this will be interesting to figure out here. Okay. All right, how does that look down here? Wow, that doesn't actually pull through. Okay. Yep, we're going with that. We're going with that. That's what it is. That's what it is, folks. We're definitely going with that. Okay. Oof. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, that's for sure. Awesome. Now, they can't move as, you know, one unified object together, but there they are. Okay, cool. Yeah, whenever I move one of them, I just have to move them both. But do I want to move them? I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Pretty happy with the placement there. Now we'll go ahead and we'll put a camera. Homemaker, Decorations, Electronics. Camera. Now this is a fixed camera perspective, so we can just set it and forget it. I mean, we're going to set it and forget it anyway because these are all static objects. These don't rotate. But you know what I mean when I say it. All right, wonderful. We'll go and place you, and then off to... Well, not off, actually, just in front of him. Electronics, TVs. To be fair, I'm not actually expecting someone to sit in the chair. But it is a good idea that I have all the things available here in order to do so. There we go. We'll bring the camera forward just a little bit and say that, you know, it can zoom out far enough to get the set that we're looking for here. That way this all looks about right. Yeah. Back here, I'll place a little coffee machine and another water cooler. That way they don't have to, you know, go downstairs for that. They will have to go downstairs for the restroom, but that's the only thing they'll have to go downstairs for. I guess they could go upstairs as well, but still, you get what I'm going for here. You get it. You guys are pretty intelligent. Okay, yeah, I gotta find more things to do for the newsroom, set here. Yeah, we want snappy builds, we want wallpapers, we want shared interior wallpapers. What are we going for here? We want something... I mean, I know it's a black and white TV, so I don't need to get too complicated with the set, but you guys know me well enough. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with this. There we go. And we'll do the same for you as well. And then, to really add a little bit of detail, wonderful. Then we want you by 21 as well. All right, now, down below, how does that look? About what I expected. All right, cool. Cool. Well, that solves that problem. We've got our TV station set up here. It is all in black and white, so there's no need to go wild on the colors or anything, but there is some color here. There's enough for detailed differences in the background that would show up on the camera, but yeah, it is black and white. Now, one more thing we will do is we will place a chair here. That is the Scaver reading chair. Furniture Scaver reading, which is where if they don't have it, that's fine. I'll just put the writing one then. Yeah, because they've got a chair that does the reading animation, but that's not what I'm looking for. Awesome. And then, should I put a microphone in front? You know what? I will. I'll put a microphone in front of them. In front of them. I'll put a microphone in front of them. We have, ooh boy, just about half an hour left for the day. Yeah, this is what I meant. 2-day build here. Put the microphone off to the side. Just because, you know, you don't want the reporter's face to be covered up by the microphone. Otherwise, it should be a radio program, not a TV program. That's what the radio station is for. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I would have all the audio engineering equipment as well, but do we need it? Well, okay, see, I've got the divider up here for a couple reasons. One, so that the camera doesn't see the door, and two, so that this is a closed set. You know, it's a completed set. But on the back section over here, the camera will only ever be pointing that way because it is a fixed camera production. So I don't need this wall back here. And the microphones would be positioned in such a way they're not going to capture the noise of opening and closing the door. I'm just saying these things for myself because that's what I do. There we go. So we could have the monitor bank and the audio engineering back here. We certainly could. You know what? We will. We will. Alright, awesome. The door would swing inwards anyway, so that all the noise for the stairwell is kept on the inside. That's not, I know that's not how doors work. I'm just thinking out loud here. All right. And then, yeah, we can do the monitor bank above there. Go right there. I'm not going to have seats for the audio engineers, because the room is just a bit too crowded for that, really. A little bit too crowded for that, so we're not going to worry about that. But that's the two big sets taken care of, the two, like, actually meaningful sets that would likely be used often, or at least the two that I thought of. Why would a set for a why would the set for a kitchen, for a cooking show be used very often? Because it is the Wasteland, and people get bored of eating the same thing all the time. If I were in the Wasteland, I certainly would want a little bit of dietary, dietary creativity. So it's nice to have those kinds of programs available. It's one of my favorite things to watch now. We are going to go... Actually, no, we're going to go like this. Here's what we'll do. We'll start by placing you on that section. And then instead, we'll place you on that wall. And we'll leave that one the way it is. No, I don't like that very much. Yeah, we'll go like that. That way there's actually ways to walk around the set. Okay, cool. Cool. Then we'll put the coffee stuff over in that nook instead of over in that nook. But these two sets are going to be a couple of different things here. One of them I'm going to turn into a well, it's a kind of a dirty word, but it's not what I mean when I say it. I'm going to turn it into a televangelist set, and what I mean by that is this was a very common thing that you would see in a lot of different Christian groups. Back from the 50s onwards, you would see a lot of different presentations. What I'm thinking of is more of a Venerable Fulton Sheen sort of thing, instead of like televangelism the way we think of it as being, very megachurch. all that kind of stuff. This was a very common practice in the 50s and 60s. Certainly up through the 80s and 90s. I'm gonna do something like that. I've been watching a lot of Venerable Fulton Sheen recently. He's an amazing orator. He really is. And basically everything he says still applies to today. So like, that's always helpful. That's always nice. To get you even. There we go. We go like that. It's fun to see. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. All right, we'll go with that. We'll, we'll scale you down. That's better. I probably could scale these cameras down too, couldn't I? I should scale these cameras down just slightly. Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Okay, and I'm not even going as advanced as we could go with the cameras because we've seen some of the camera equipment that that's available to the Institute, and I would still like to make that the exception, not the rule. There we go. And then, oh, what was let me pull it up. What was a classic Fulton Sheen set piece look like? Venerable Fulton Sheen TV set. What did his stuff look like? Yeah, he did this for a very, very long time. He passed away in, I believe it was the late 70s. Now, most of the time that he did this would have been from the 50s and 60s when he did all of his televangelist stuff. Archbishop, the Venerable Archbishop Fulton Sheen. That's what it is. Okay, bookshelves. That's what's in his background. Are you kidding me? That's all that's in your background? That's easy. That's easy. Bookshelves, a desk, and a chalkboard. I remember the chalkboard. The chalkboard's kind of a big thing. Kind of a big part of his whole deal was the chalkboard. So we're gonna go ahead and try our best to recreate this set of his. We're going to start with you rotated this way so I can get you lined up. All right, we'll do that. We'll grab a second bookshelf, and then we'll center them depending on what we need to do. How much room do we have here? That's 10, 20, 30. 40? Okay. 40 seems about right. Alright, beautiful. We've got that. And then we'll make sure to place second set on top. Why would you do that? It's going to break through the... Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second to set it up here. Awesome. Those are dropped down. They definitely will have to be phased into the floors, but they're not going to interfere with the wood texture for the office floor. We've got that. Then we'll go ahead and build a small desk. Awesome. And then instead of having the chair actually at the desk, we're going to have it slightly off center. Chairs. Now we're going to go mods. We're going to grab... He looks to have actually a very comfortable chair that he was sitting in. Or that's a part of the set. He's standing in the photo that I'm looking at over here. He's standing, but the chair looks pretty comfortable. Yeah, we'll go with you. Back behind the chair, he has a lamp that seems to be turned on. Okay. All right, nice. And then we'll... Oh, of course, we need to put a couple things on his desk. As much as I wish there was, there is not a static object Bible that I can place. I know we've got a few Bibles from different mods here, and I'll definitely put a lectern down for that. But there's no static object Bible that I can actually place as a settlement object. So, building his kingdom, furniture, we want a preacher's lectern for the Bible display. We'll go with that. We'll put the chalkboard back there. And then, where is it? OC Decorator Office and Lounge, Books and News. We will place one of these boys down. Right there. And I'm looking at the desk. What else is on the desk? We've got a desk lamp. Okay. So one of these guys. It's not bright, but it's what's on the desk. And for the actual background, what does the background look like that he's working with here? The background, well, there's statues that I can't possibly fit in this space. So I'm not gonna worry about the statues, nor would I have the right kinds of statues. Alright, well, I'm not gonna worry about that then. Yeah, it's a black and white set. Well, it's a black and white video. So for the set, okay, checkerboard pattern floor. That's what he's got going on there. Awesome. Now we'll go checkerboard pattern floor. Technically, it's the checkerboard pattern is rotated 45 degrees, but we can't do that in this. We can't do that in this pack, so we'll go with it as we have it, and then. Oh, you know what? The chalkboard is on this wall. Then we can have you rotated there. I want room for the person to actually be able to walk around the side of it. So now we'll have you there. We'll have the camera rotated this way. Amazing. For the background wall, just to add a little bit of texture to it, here's what we'll do. How much time we got? Okay, we've got 11 minutes. Yeah, you guys can see how this is a longer process for me. Really getting into the granular detail of building out sets for a TV station. For the background, because there's a very eclectic, very how would I put this? Very pre-modern set that he's got here, you know, it feels like something out of well, I guess no later than the 30s. You know, you got a, you know, it feels like the set evokes the sense of tradition, which I mean it makes sense. This is it's a show by a Catholic priest. Of course it would evoke tradition. And why would I go with the Catholic angle? Because, as I've mentioned before, Boston has a massive Catholic population, larger than any other Christian denomination. And it's a historic tie to the region, so I would want to represent it accurately. All right. I like that. We'll put the chalkboard on this wall. Now, does that mean that that Catholics were the first people in Massachusetts Bay? No, the first Christians in Massachusetts were the Puritans, which were a group of Anglicans. That is the wrong board. I want the chalkboard. Awesome. All right. Yeah. No. He was an amazing preacher. And obviously, you know, he clearly had other roles. He was a bishop. He was an archbishop. Lots of other stuff he was doing. But yeah, you know, give it a try. Listen to some of his stuff. It should all be available on YouTube. Yeah, give it a shot. Let's see. I'm looking at his set that he's got there, and I'm looking at this. What else is? Oh, yes, of course. He's got a telephone on the desk. Got a telephone. Awesome. Awesome. All right, well, with the last 8 minutes, here's what we're going to do. We're going to very quickly do our best to create a fourth neutral set. Now, this neutral set is going to have a couple things. The neutral set is going to have a floor pattern that is just going to be... Yeah, we're just going to go blue carpet for the floor pattern. For the walls... The walls, we're going to go with the green. Not in like a green screen way, but we're going green just as a, hey, look, this one's not currently in any permanent use and can be changed around for whatever is needed. And it's a great contrasting color because you're probably not going to be wearing green while you're on the set and walking in front of things. Probably. Hopefully not. Now, for the rest of the walls, yeah, we're just going to leave it white plaster, and at least, see, the white plaster makes sense this time. The white plaster actually fits into the space. You don't need to put too much plaster, or rather, you don't need to put too many wallpapers around. You just need wallpapers that fit for the specific thing you're doing. I'm very happy with the way that these three sets came out. Very happy with that. That looks awesome. We will have to go ahead and place a couple of cameras, or just a camera. We'll place a camera here. Okay, yeah, you can still walk around that, just making sure. You know what, because this set's not currently in use, we'll have a couple cameras just sitting there. And then we do need another chair for this guy. Beautiful. Yeah, this one's not in use, so that's just gonna store a couple cameras and a couple of the chairs. And then unlike most other projects, this set we're not gonna put a microphone here. I mean, we didn't put one here. But, so I guess, you know, unlike the news set is what I'm trying to say. We're not gonna put a microphone on the table. It will just be imaginary boom mics that we'll use for the set here. Okay, well, with the last little bit of time, we're gonna go ahead and close this zone up, and then put lights in and prep. Well, then we just, you know, take our screenshot. That should be all good. Oh, I did say, didn't I? We would put furniture, surfaces, counters, and cabinets. We've got the coffee and the water cooler. Now, unlike the coffee machine on the first floor, I'm not going to put all of the coffee cups on this one. I will just say that they are in the cabinet. Yep, I'll just say they're in the cabinet. And then the water cooler will be up against that wall. All right, and then the water cooler over back here. Come on. Oh, also the thermostat. I always forget to place the thermostats. Awesome. Yeah, now we'll go and put the ceiling on. Why did I go all the way back there? Just need to go over one tab. Now the third floor is going to be a rather straightforward build. I don't know if I would call it simple, but it will definitely be a straightforward build. It's going to be offices. You're going to have the station chief's office. You're going to have the writer's room for, you know, if they're for whatever program they might be writing for. You're going to have a newsroom or a conference room sort of setup. And then you're going to have a couple of individual offices, but most of it's pretty straightforward. Here's what we'll do. Amazing. $10 a.m. forced weather. To a nice sunny day. Now let's put in the lights. We'll go for because I said I want as little ambient light as possible, we can't actually put all the ceiling lights, can we? No, we need to place some floor lights directed towards the individual. So we'll go with the construction light. The construction light essentially takes care of the look of the kinds of lights we're going for, because the kinds of lights we are going for don't exist in the game or in any of the mods that we've got, which is surprising. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you ambient light isn't a thing that you give off. Okay, then we'll go for you. Go with that, and then in here, we've got just a little bit of ambient light we need to place. And I think I'll place it right here, actually. Or as close to there as I can. And then back here, we've got a couple of ambient lights to place. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now we will go ahead and put just the cover light itself over here. And for this section, just the cover light in here. I know we usually go the dual light. We don't really need to in here. And the last thing you would want is light bleed into any of these sets. So we're just going with the cover light for those. Works pretty well. We are getting a little bit of screen tearing, which is annoying to me, but okay. Seems to be the way it's going. Alright, so you got doors that swing inwards, right? So we need structures, doors, wood. You're gonna take 4 years to get to the doors I need. We do, but those lights are not like they're either too bright or they're not bright enough. So I'm not gonna place those. And on set, you would have a bunch of just lights that are stood up like this. You'd have a lot of those kinds of lights. In fact, I've got 2 right here. Right there and right there. And they don't need to be expensive. They can, in my case, just go to the hardware store, buy some clamp lights, and then build some stands for them to be placed on, or buy some some stands for them to be placed on, whatever. They're very cheap, and light bulbs are the kinds that can change their hue and color. So if I really wanted to, I could change the lighting scheme up to be kind of crazy. But it would mess with the other color stuff we've got going on. It'd mess with the other camera stuff we have in scene. All right, cool. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab a screenshot here. Actually, well, before we go ahead and exit, I want to make sure we're all good on the set pieces, and it looks like we are. Then first floor, we got all the doors we need. Yep, which means we've got all the lights we need as well. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. We'll go ahead and we'll put a name and signs and everything on the outside tomorrow once we finish the whole structure itself. But for now, that looks pretty good. Let's make a couple saves. I could. I absolutely could. I won't. I won't because I don't want to mess up my camera that bad. But I don't want to mess with the camera too much. But yes, I could do the bisexual lighting. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Maybe I'll do that for a video. Now we're gonna go into free cam and grab the angle we're looking for here. We could go like that, or we could get a much longer angle, or rather a much deeper screenshot this way. It's not necessarily wider; it's just a deeper shot, like this. All right, well, I'll decide between those two which one I'd rather go with. I think if we are going to go with this one, I should set the time of day to golden hour, and we'll make sure that the weather's right, of course. But yeah, if I am going to go with this one, might as well get it during golden hour. Because the other one, it's fine. The other one doesn't need to be. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I'm very happy with the progress we've made. Happy with the way that the TV station has turned out so far. We've got one more floor to go for this, and then we've got 2 more builds, which means should be good by Friday to be done with all of the building itself, which is crazy to think about. Absolutely crazy to think about that we'll be done by Friday for all of this. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna just essentially do the shutdown at that point. If you've been watching live and you aren't already, consider following me here on Kick and turning on your notifications to be notified as soon as I go live every day that I do go live, which is 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. If you're watching on the VODs channel, thank you very much for watching. Consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and turning on your notifications with the little bell icon, so that it helps out here. That's where the majority of my views come from, and it's really cool that you guys are watching over there. As of the start of this stream, we are now 207 subscribers, which is crazy. That means we have 293 subscribers before I can set up the channel memberships, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to setting up those channel memberships so I can start making some content for you guys. Hold on, what was that? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, got a Discord notification, was worried it was something super important. I'll get to it later. Where was I? Yes, for those of you who are watching on the VODs channel, if you check the description, you will find a list of all of the settlement mods that I'm currently using. Anytime I update my settlement mod list, it will be reflected in the next VOD, and on top of that, you'll find links to my social media pages, my Twitter and my Instagram. Follow the Twitter if you want to, again, be notified anytime I go live, or any stream schedule changes, because occasionally I have an OBS issue, or I have family obligations, or I'm just simply too far out of town to get back and do the stream in time. But that is, that's, you know, not as common as it used to be. It used to be a lot more common for this channel, but that's not the case most of the time anymore. I will say I did miss a day last week, and I feel bad for doing so, but there wasn't much of a choice on my end for that. Anyway, you'll also find links to the other YouTube channels, my main channel, which is just my name, and my third channel, which is CN Speaks. I have content planned for CN Speaks that should be coming out soon. I just need to watch the things that are associated with it. I'm waiting to watch Deadpool and Wolverine and the Batman Cape Crusader show. And those videos are going to be based off of those projects. But I've got a bunch of things in the works. Go subscribe to those things if that sounds like something you're interested in. If not, it's all good. Really, it's not a big surprise to me. Those channels are just me yapping about things. Beyond that, you'll find links to ways to support me monetarily if you would feel like doing so. If not, again, no worries. The fact that you guys are watching is plenty for me. I know you guys know how money works, so I don't need to sit here and explain it to you. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that is everything. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, approximately the same bat time, which is 4:30 Central. Definitely the same bat channel. Have a good one.